How do they plan to do that? That's a lot. That's so much.
So actually, I mean, as it does feel look like a lot, but I think if you see the way the industry is moving towards, we are kind of transforming from a volume-driven industry to a more value-driven industry, which will be more innovation-driven. So as that happens, we will be able to create value in what we sell. So as especially a lot of companies in the MSME sector are now investing in R&D, in innovation. So I think that will really drive the industry moving forward, and even not even 2047, but I expect in the next 10 years we'll see a drastic change in the way the pharma industry, develops, and the kind of innovations that will come. I was actually speaking to a patent attorney a few days ago, and he was saying that about probably 5 years ago, a lot of the new patents were filed by the foreign MNC companies, but today a lot of patents are filed by Indian-born MSME companies, which I think is a really encouraging and heartening fact for us, because it shows that innovation is coming right from the grassroots levels here in India.
And what's the kind of patents that are being filed generally? Matlab, what is India? What is Indian pharma in the MSME space known for?
So there's a lot of work that has happened in the fields of cancer, for example, in cardiovascular medicine, in neurological conditions, in nephrological conditions like kidney problems. It's across the board in terms of the segment in medicine. Even in our case, we are doing a lot of innovative work when it comes to the ophthalmic sector, the eye care sector, the ENT sector as well. There's a lot to do in India. I mean, we have a huge population, and actually, a lot of our medical and therapeutic needs in many ways, are unique to the rest of the world. So there are a lot of conditions in India that need to be treated.
If you want to watch small segments of the podcast, subscribe to Dostcast Clips.
Where there may not be a requirement for this similar kind of therapy in other countries, especially in the US. So we need to be self-reliant when it comes to R&D and innovation. I think the pandemic has really taught us that we need to be reliant, and we need to be able to develop our own medicines, especially vaccines as well, moving forward. If at all there is another pandemic, let's hope it doesn't happen. But if there is, we need to have the research ecosystem in this country to really develop those new therapies, new vaccines, at a very fast pace, and market it and make it available here in India.
Interesting. I recall when I was in the UK, I was telling you earlier off camera that the process of buying a NyQuil made me exactly aware about just how expensive over-the-counter medication is in Western countries. Why are medicines so cheap in India? Why are they, like for example, if I go and buy a Disprin, 10, 11, 12 rupees max to max. Why are they so dirt cheap compared to other countries?
So in India, quite a few of the medicines fall under drug price control, which we call as DPCO pricing, which kind of restricts the cost, the total cost, the total price of a medicine. So that's one of the reasons why you would find them being, on the more affordable side. But on the other hand, even those which are not part of price control also, we need to make it affordable for all. We have a huge population, and also quite a lot of disparity between the rich and the poor as well. The medicines that any pharma company launches here in India needs to be affordable to people living in the large metros, to even the rural settings as well. So we can't really make it too expensive, and I think we have a duty of care to make sure that affordability is always maintained. And in our industry, we call it being cost effective. And I think that needs to. We should be proud that India has a market which is cost effective, for pharma and healthcare.